Hi, everyone. I'm Michael, principal of MS 839, and welcome to our first virtual tour and open house.
I'm Lauren, assistant principal of 839, and we look forward to you checking out our building and our school virtually at your own leisure. So welcome, good to have you.
Hi, I'm Leah Ruggiero, and I am the parent coordinator here at MS 839. And as we all keep saying, it's a very unusual year. And so this year I get to meet our possibly incoming fifth grade families virtually. We're excited to be able to do this for you. We wanted to let you know that you can either watch this video in its entirety, or you can look, we have set up timing markers and a little table of contents, and you can go straight to whatever it is that you'd like to see. Normally you would see me. I would be the one saying hello, but this time it's this way. So welcome and enjoy the video. And if you ever need to reach out to us directly, you can always email me. I think my email is going to be here below, or give me a call and enjoy. Thank you.
So the first thing that we always get a lot of questions about is our admissions policy. At MS 839, we are part of the District 15 Middle School Equity in Admissions Program, which means that we do not use any screens. We do not look at test scores or any other metrics. And students are admitted through a random lottery that basically has two buckets. You can get a lot of information about this from your elementary school counselor, but essentially what happens is we have a pool of seats that is equal to the percentage of students in our district who receive free and reduced lunch and are English language learners or in temporary housing. Last year, that was about 52% of our seats. So students in those groups get priority to those seats, and then the other 48% is just another open lottery. We're really proud to say that this has helped us maintain a diverse student body, but we've also been doing our own diversity and admissions program for the 2 years prior to the districts. And we believe that by students learning in a group of students who are diverse and have different backgrounds and cultures, that it creates a learning environment that really helps students thrive.
So Michael and I have been working together now for many, many years. I mean, I think we're getting close to 15 years, but whatever, I might be exaggerating. We started at a school called the Bushwick School for Social Justice, a high school. And when we came to start this middle school, something we knew we really wanted to bring from our high school experience was something called advisory. Here, in part with our wonderful partnership with New York City Outward Bound Schools, we know that as Crew, and it's central to who we are and what we do. It's a space that we've had from the beginning, before we knew all the other things we wanted our school to be. We knew we wanted this space for every adult to be meaningfully connected to a group of students in a small setting. So a crew, you can see actually my crew from last year behind me here, still on the wall, where 12 students met. Depending on the schedule right now, it looks a little different, but in years past, met 3 times a week at least, if not 4 times a week, for a full period to check in about how they're doing. It's a place where we have lots of difficult conversations. We have really helpful conversations. We practice navigating conflict and resolution. It's after coming from elementary school, where you have one teacher that you go to with everything, and then you go to middle school and you now all of a sudden have all these teachers that you could connect to with all these different questions. It's also a parental, like, you know, like the person, the go-to person for parents to reach out to and connect when it's like, this is going on with my child, I want the school to know, or I have this question and I don't know who to ask it to. And so crew leaders function really well in that capacity for us. It's a place where we test like push our boundaries or like what we're comfortable with. We for years have taken our sixth graders out into the woods to go zip lining and engaging in all sorts of ropes courses, low and high, to challenge ourselves out of our spaces of comfort, and also to navigate that with other students and learn more about ourselves, learn more about each other, and feel more connected. So your crew leader is it's like your crew is like your family. Sixth graders describe it as their first group of friends. Your crew leader is that person that you can go to, and it is just our space of being so much of the social and emotional needs that we have as not just students, but also adults who are our space. And speaking to that, we don't just have student crews, even our staff is in staff crews together, modeling that and needing that and relying on that for lots of different things.
Hi, everyone. My name is Liz Lee. I am the school counselor at MSA 39. I'm happy to virtually meet you all. What do I do at the school? At school, one of my jobs is to try to learn everybody's name. And I'm here just in case you have any questions or are feeling sad and need someone to talk to, or you're really excited and want to share some exciting news with people. I'd love to hear it all. We have a lot of different supports at MSA 39. So as the school counselor, I support everyone who has an IEP and has counseling. And then we also run some at-risk groups and sessions for kids who just want to come and chat. We also do a lot of social emotional support in our school through our advisory program, which we call Crew. So everyone in our school has a crew leader. You're in a group of 12 students, and that is like your school family. So you do a lot of things like get to know each other, play games, and talk about how you're feeling.
So another thing that we think is really important, especially for middle schoolers, is to have the opportunity to explore areas that they're already passionate about, but also things that they might not know they're passionate about yet. So while Lauren will talk a little bit later about our core expedition model, which is focusing on more on your core classes, we also provide a really broad range of arts and elective experiences for students. We're still tinkering and figuring out how to do this in the blended and fully remote environment for students. But when we're in school full time, all of our kids experience an intense rotation of visual art, music, theater, and a world language course. In addition to that, there are a series of elective choices that all of your children get to choose from that are based both on teacher passion and student interest. So in previous years, we've had such interesting topics as bicycle maintenance and safe riding, and they work on their bikes and then go out in Prospect Park. We have a Black Student Union, a safe space and queer studies elective, a photography elective, a pottery elective, and the list goes on and is sort of continually developed and changed, again, based on that student interest and student passion. Some of those electives and arts things go outside of the day. So after students have built their passion for theater, they might choose to participate in our musical theater program in the spring. Or students who've gotten really passionate about French may join the trip to Montreal or Quebec City that our 8th graders do every spring. So we're really proud of how those school day experiences help our students build up into other broader experiences in their world.
Bonjour tout le monde, je m'appelle Amanda. My name is Amanda. I am the French teacher here at MS 839. Something I love about teaching French, particularly at MS 839, is that we have students bringing in their own perspectives and gaining new perspectives, and it's just a really great place where we share that learning and we grow together and we gain global perspective. And we're going to hear now from Insanji, our music teacher.
Hi everyone, my name is Insanji and I am the music teacher at MS 839. What I love about teaching at 839 is that I get to teach something that I'm passionate about and help my students gain a passion for music. For 6th and 7th grade, I teach a keyboard class, so you get to learn how to play piano, my favorite instrument, And then in 8th grade, I teach a music composition class. So taking that knowledge and skills from 6th and 7th grade and taking it into 8th grade, we can compose your own pieces, which is super fun, and I love to do it, and so should you. So now I'm going to pass it to Rick.
Hello, my name is Rick, and I teach visual arts. And I've always been passionate about art my whole life. And when I was in middle school, I didn't get the kind of art classes that I craved. And I'm determined to give 839 students the classes that I never had. And they're going to study drawing and painting. They're going to study sculpture and ceramics. And there is even set design, and students that are really passionate about art, that want to go to an art high school, can get a chance to develop their portfolios while they're here as well. And now we're going to hear from Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam. So I teach a class called Media Lab, which is really, I think, a unique class for 839. We will be exploring 3D printing and some graphic design and also computer programming. And students could be really like creative in this class. And I'm passing it to Jenna.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jenna. I am the theater teacher at MS 839. I teach theater to 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. And the theater program is a really fantastic part of our 839 school culture. We learn lots of different kinds of things, but most importantly, it's about communication, it's about connecting to each other as an ensemble, it's about public speaking, and it's about becoming more confident in the way that you interact with the world, as well as having the experience of enjoying different kinds of arts. We go and see shows, that are happening in high schools and local places around our community, and also outside there in the professional world as well. My favorite part of theater at MS 839 is that every year we do a spring musical that can have students from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Everybody is allowed to audition. We do performances and then back of house like design classes as well for anybody who wants to participate, and it's really a wonderful time.
My name is Louis. I'm a paraprofessional here at MS 839. I also am the technology liaison for the school. One of the things I love to do is working with students here. We run a Nesters Club, which is the Networking Student Technology Club. This is an after-school program where students get to learn about technology and how to repair and help the community keep technology going. We also have the Phoenix group, which is a great group. It's an anti-bullying club where students get together and come up with activities to help everybody feel welcome in our community. Our school has great opportunities and different clubs we can do. We have Safe Space, we have the Step team, we have a multicultural club. So there's a club for everybody. And if we don't have one, all it takes is for a student to tell us what they want and find a teacher, and we'll be happy to support you in it. And then we also have the after school club, Road to Success, where there's a ton of different activities you can do, and there's always something new popping up. So come into our school, I tell you this, you'll never be bored, and there's always something fun to do here.
So at MS 839, we are really passionate about what we teach and how we teach it. And we think about it, we think about that learning experience in chunks of time and studies that we call expeditions within a model that the New York City Outward Bound Schools calls expeditionary learning. Before I get into the neat details of that, the why that we do this is that I say this every year at our tours, but this is a time, middle school, where so many things in your life stop making sense. Your relationships, your friendships with some of people who you've been friends with since you were really little, all of a sudden you're going to different schools and you might just be interested in different things. Your body is changing, and like that's very real. Your parents, maybe you've had a wonderful relationship, maybe things are feeling a little bit like they're not making sense to you anymore. All of those things are weighing a lot of like questioning and a lot of turmoil, and it's really important to us at our school that what you're learning makes sense, that what you're coming into the building, hopefully to study, is something that feels real and relevant and meaningful, and doesn't feel disconnected. So we think about what do we have to teach? What are the standards that we need students to, standards, knowledge, and skills that students need to leave MS 839 with? We think about then what is something really compelling, that is a topic that is worth exploring and that's worth spending 9 weeks digging into. What's a local context connected to that? And then how do our content areas, how does math, how does science, how does humanities, which is the way we teach ELA and social studies in a combined course, how do those skills and the skills and knowledge of those content areas support us understanding this big issue or big topic? And how does the big topic make it really important that we understand the math and the science and the humanities to better understand the problem or the issue, right? Creating that need for understanding and for learning, and also in the motivation. So this is still something that we're very much working on, but I'll give you a little example of what that could look like. So a 6th grade expedition that we've engaged with every year is something, the title, it's called Every Drop Counts. And the context is, a compelling topic is water quality and access to water, but also responsibility to water. And the local context is, we have this wonderful Superfund site that's literally in our district, in District 15, where on, really rainy days, we're contributing to the CSO that happen all along there. So thinking about there's a topic, what is the content that we need to teach, and what ways can we use that content to better understand that topic? So you can imagine how science and math is doing water quality analysis, right? And thinking what is happening, but also engaging in some design thinking, like how do bioswales work and where are they? And then also think about who decides. You can imagine humanities not just thinking about the Gowanus, but using all these other case studies of, well, what happened in Flint, Michigan? How did the responsibility has the government take care of water systems, and how do people take care of water systems, and what happens when we're not fulfilling our role or responsibility? And so engaging, figuring out like, well, what does it look like here? What does it look like here? How can we apply that to here? What's our learning that we then can use to propose a design or propose some quality end product? And that's something, again, I said we're still working on it, that we're still figuring out how do we make sure what we're ending with is real and relevant and necessary. And that changes from year to year, depending on how the grade team attacks the problem. Last year, Every Drop Counts culminated in not just a water quality situation, but like bringing in climate and waste, and thinking about like water bottle usage, and do we could we as a entire school community become a zero waste school? How much water are we using, and how do we pay for water? And so taking a totally different slant on it last year than any year before. So so the way we think about teaching and learning, it is really fluid. It changes from year to year based off of what it feels contextually is really important, while standards-wise always teaching the things that we know our students need to be prepared and ready for high school.
Hi, my name is Claire Anderson. I'm a 6th grade humanities teacher here at MS 839. At MS 839, we do lots of things. We do lots of things to engage students and make them feel supported and welcome. We love to involve students in choosing content for our units, which we call expeditions. We talk with science, math, and humanities, and the arts and the languages. So we're all working together with our kids to creatively solve real world issues. In 6th grade, we practice lots and lots of stuff to get used to middle school skills that help kids become more independent thinkers and independent workers, and to prepare for 7th and 8th grade for the rest of your middle school years.
Hi, my name is Whitney. I'm the 7th grade science teacher here at MS 839. I love science. I've taught both science and math in the past, and I love both of them, partly because they feel sometimes inaccessible to some students, and they're like, oh, I'm not good at science, or I'm not good at math. And so I love getting kids excited about realizing that they already are scientists. And so a lot of what we do at 839 is developing the skills of asking questions and being curious and making observations, and with those skills, then designing their own investigations to better understand their own bodies or their environment, or even like things that are far away, like space and planets in our solar system. So it's not necessarily like a set, like this is always what we study every year, but those are the skills that we're developing every year to make sure that we're becoming lifelong curious people that can engage with the world that we live in.
My name is Arun. I am the 8th grade math teacher here at 839 this year. And here at 839, when we think about math education, we really think about how to give kids opportunities to explore math in real world context and to build mathematical understanding through exploration of the patterns that they see in the real world around them. And this really connects specifically to the way we think about our expedition work, because in expedition work, what we're asking students to do is synthesize what they're learning in math, in the humanities, in the sciences together to try and develop deeper understandings of those real world problems so that they can start to brainstorm and think about what type of solutions that they could create as young critical thinkers to the problems that they will inherit and work through as they transition into young adulthood and on into adulthood.
Hi, I'm Jan. I'm in our beautiful library here at MS 839. We share this library with PS 130, so we have all different kinds of books. Looking forward to seeing you here soon.
Seventh grader at MSA 39. And something I like about the school is the relationship between the 6th graders, 7th graders, and 8th graders. Usually at other schools, they don't really have a good relationship. They sort of keep to themselves. But at MSA 39, the 7th graders are best friends with some of the 8th graders. The 8th graders are best friends with some of the 6th graders. So I really like that. And I enjoyed that in my 6th grade experience. Something else I like about MSA 39 is how helpful the teachers are with us. They see like our challenges and they try and like fix their lessons to help us and help us like individually. And they might call us into a group with other people who are struggling with the same thing to help us. Something that I enjoyed from my experience now with remote learning is how helpful the teachers are with that too. How helpful the teachers are with getting us on our meetings. They give us schedules, lesson plans. The lesson plans are very well given to us, divided. That's helpful for me because remote learning can be very confusing, but they've done a good job of doing that. A 6th grade experience that I had was the Outward Bound trip. That was fun. I was able to get to know my teacher and my crewmates better, and that was a really fun experience for me. So MSA 39 is a very good school overall. And if anybody is planning on coming here, I recommend it.
Hi, my name's Anya, and I'm an 8th grader at MS 839, and this year I'm doing blended learning. One of the things that I think that 839 does really well with blended learning is that even though it could be hard for students to learn during like remote learning, they've like really encouraged students to keep learning, keep up with their work, and they've really helped them keep up with their work, even if it's hard for them. In general, one of the things that I really like about 839 is that you feel really connected to like the school. So for example, in crew, we have like this crew, which is basically a smaller group other than your class. And in crew, it's like really easy to feel really connected with your crew. And and it helps like you get connected to the school, which I really like.
I'm Rakib and I'm an 8th grader at MSA 39, and MSA 39 has impacted me in a positive way in learning new skills and new things, and the teachers are very helpful and so are the students, and it's just a nice way to come together and learn. And it's not, and MSA 39 has a lot of values to it, and a lot of people can really learn a lot of things from the school and the teachers. My favorite club at MSA 39 was actually the only part I was a part of was Multicultural Club. Multicultural Club is an amazing club to be part of because you get to learn about a lot of people's cultures and a lot of people's backgrounds and religions, and it's about just being with a diverse group of people and learning new cultures and people. Yeah, something that I like about crew is we obviously have crew at MSA 39, and it's different things. It's a different type of a way to come together other than our bird groups, and it's just a nice way to learn about what's going on in the world and just talking about ourselves. And it's a nice way to have fun and just talk to people.
Hi, I'm Claire. I'm also an 8th grader at MSA 39, and I'm also doing blended learning. And one thing I like about blended learning is that 839 is really organized, so they make sure that you know what you're going to do each day, like in the morning, and they make sure that everything's really organized for you. One thing I like in general about 839 is their classes, specifically the humanities class, because they make sure that you're having fun as a student and that you're not just learning things that you have to learn, but things that you probably want to learn. And then I also like the homework at 839 because they don't do that much homework. Like you usually, I mean, obviously in COVID times, you don't really have homework because you're doing blended and like on screen school. But usually the homework is like not that much. It's usually like 3 pages in 2 classes. You have like 6 pages and you have a week to do it. And so I think that the homework at 839 is really good.
My name is Ramon Bautista. I'm an 8th grader in MSA 39. And I think having crew in MSA 39 really helps you because crew, we go to trips and we learn more about high schools. I remember one of the trips were going to see high schoolers in their schools that they went, hour-bound schools. And you know how MSA 39 is an hour-bound school. So it really helps you know more about high schools. And crew leaders are really nice. They help you. And I think that crew, it's a space where you could go, and it's really nice because in other schools you don't have that. And like crew, it's like a place where you could go for like a little break, and you could talk about our feelings and things you did. Yeah, I feel like you should put MSA 39 in your list because it really helps you, and it shows you how a lot of skills and how to be nice to people and all that community challenge and all this stuff. It's really nice. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm also an MSA 39 alumni. So MSA 39 has affected me as a student because it's allowed me to see different perspectives as an individual and as a student. The school has also taught me how to take on challenges and face them. Classes also help you with high school, like they allow you to take higher classes, and Michael and Lauren also review your high school list, so they help you a lot. They're not only just your principals.
Well, thank you so much for taking some time to join our virtual tour and presentation. We're really excited to get to know some of you and your families much more in the future. And we're always open for questions. So if you want to check out our website and read more about us, or shoot us an email, please do, and we're here to answer.
Nice seeing you. Bye.